Hello Facebook, hello Instagram, hello YouTube, hello everybody. What's happening? It is Thursday. It's Thursday. It is Thursday here at Aroma Time. Actually, it's Thursday everywhere, right? So, just logging on, doing a little live video, giving some updates about what's happening here at the restaurant, and talk about the warning that we got. It was an okay. It was a friendly warning, and it had nothing to do with COVID or anything. But I want to talk about the warning that we got. We got a phone call from one of our suppliers and said you can't do that. So the beer police called us basically. So I'm going to talk about that. Some new things coming up. I want to talk about our wine tasting that we have on Monday, our wine and cheese tasting with Bashakil Vineyards. So I'm going to talk about what the deals are with that. Just grabbing a bottle of their wine. Jim and I went and picked up their wine yesterday for Bashakil. If you've ever been to Bashakil, you know that it's a really awesome, cool, fun winery making awesome wine, great setting on the Bashakil. So they are not open this year to go relax and enjoy wine and listen to music and sit out on their deck there and overlook the Bashakil Preserve and watch bald eagles fly around. But they are open for pickup. You can order, you can text them your number, you can go pick up wine. And they have these really cool growlers. They call them growlers of wine. So what they do is they fill up wine in a growler from a keg. This growler is then reusable. It has a pop top. They put nitrogen in it, so this will last a full year unopened. A full year unopened, this will last. You take it home, you don't need to refrigerate them. You pop it, you drink it, then you take this back to them and get it refilled. Simple as that. It's part of their initiative to be a green winery, is to be able to reuse bottles. We do this with our maple syrup. We have these 60 ounce glass bottles that have a pop top on them, and we've been doing this for 7-8 years. We've been using this for maple syrup. So we give them the empties, they drop off full ones, we give them empties. So it's a cycle that we do with our maple syrup that allows us to not use any plastic bottles on our maple syrup. So that's really exciting that you can do your wine like this too. So let's talk about the warning that we got. So we got a warning. We got a phone call the other day. I'm just going online here, and hello everybody. I'm going on my computer, looking at my computer to see who's on, and I can see more on my computer than I can on my phone screen. I'm going to also share this too. We got a phone call the other day, and it was a warning from our beer distributor. So every week we do these amazing 4-pack deals. We do these amazing 4-pack deals. Like there's Equilibrium in this one. There's KCBC. KCBC, by the way, is one of the most awarded breweries in the country. They have the most medals, one of the most medals in the top 5 or 6 breweries. So we make these 4-packs every week for $19.99. You can consume them on premise here, or you can take them to go. And we were called by the distributor and says, you cannot put Heady Topper in those 4-packs. Heady Topper, the Alchemist, is one of those beers that is not supposed to be in retail stores. You're not supposed to send them out to go. It's supposed to be, the Alchemist is very strict on this. They want you to consume their beer, their Heady Topper, their Focal Banger, whatever they make, on premise, which means when I sell this to you, you have to drink it here on premise. You cannot take this home. You can a store should not be selling this. If a store is selling this beer, and people start tagging the store and everything, they will get a call from the brewery and saying, "Hey, how'd you get our beer?" If they got it from the distributor will then get in trouble and get a slap on their wrist and say, "Why are you guys selling it to a retail store?" So the Alchemist Heady Topper, you can go to the brewery, you can buy cases of it and take it wherever you want. But when they sell it through a distributor and it comes, and when we sell it, they want to make sure that it's staying on our facility, on our premises, and you're enjoying it here. Just one of their rules they have. Hill Farmstead is very similar to that. There's a couple breweries that are very strict with that. During COVID, though, when everything was shut down and they're pushing these cases and selling these cases to restaurants, there was no choice but to send it to go. I mean, we had no choice. The distributor's saying, "Here you go. Here's Heady Topper. and we couldn't seat anybody on premise. You couldn't drink on premise. So the only choice during those, those 10, 12 weeks, whatever, how many weeks it was to actually, you could only send these out. But now that you can actually sit in a restaurant outside or inside 50%, they're calling and making sure. So we got the phone call. And said, make sure that stays on your premise. Do not put it in your 4-packs, else we're not going to basically give you a heady topper anymore. So if you want heady topper, folks, you have to come in, consume it, sit down here. We got the phone call from the beer police. So, but in the meantime, we have these amazing 4-packs of beer. They're $19.99, and again, Equilibrium's in it. We have another case of Equilibrium. We actually got another case of We've gotten so much Equilibrium lately, and we're blowing through it like crazy. It's insane how much Equilibrium. Sloop Juice Bombs, by the way, on draft are now $5. That's our permanent price for Sloop Juice Bomb. We're blowing that out too. We've been going through a lot of kegs of Sloop Juice Bomb, more than we ever have before on IPAs. Our lobster bakes this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We mix it up a little bit with our lobster bake. You can either get a whole lobster, or you can get 2 lobster tails. Slight upcharge for 2 lobster tails. They cost more. They cost significantly more when we did the math. So you can get a lobster or 2 lobster tails in your lobster bake. The whole lobster price is $25. We'll have it in print with 2 tails, so maybe a couple bucks more. We're just gonna figure it out. Alien's saying not the beer police. Yes, the beer police called us. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, 4 to 9. I'm doing lobsters outside, shucking oysters outside. The lobsters just came in. Nice live, fresh lobsters. We're making a lobster and corn risotto starting tonight. Lobster and corn risotto, great summer dish. Lobster and corn go together beautifully. Great summer choice. Monday, we are doing the tasting with Basha Kill. It's $25 a person for the tasting. We're doing 4 wines paired with cheeses. We're doing it in our back garden, on our back patio, back there at the fire pit, whatever you want to call it, the fire pit, the garden, the back patio. We're doing it back there, socially distanced, 6:30, $25 a person. If you like one of the wines, you can take home a growler of it. We have plenty of them to send you home with. Right now, the current law until July 26th, the current law is we're allowed to sell you cocktails, wine, beer. I can sell you, as long as you order some type of food, you can literally buy an apple from us, and I can send you on your way with 15 Manhattans that have a top on them. There's certain guidelines we still have to follow, but until the 26th of July, I'm still allowed to do that. I'm assuming they're going to extend that because we're not at full capacity yet, and the state got that passed. Actually, the Food and Beverage Alliance in New York City, a friend of mine who's on the board of that, was very instrumental in getting that passed for restaurants because we need revenue. Restaurants need revenue. A lot of restaurants are dying dead. PPP money is almost done. There's only like 3 weeks left of PPP money for some people, weeks and weeks away, and then restaurants will have to go back to relying upon paying their staff out of their revenue. And that equation's not going to work for long because a lot of restaurants are still slow. Some restaurants are very busy, but some restaurants are still slow, and that equation will not work for long if we cannot seat people inside and we're limited to 50% occupancy. So the restaurants that don't figure it out, that don't make changes, that don't adjust, and unfortunately there probably will be layoffs in a lot of restaurants, because if they don't figure it out, it's not going to work, and then the whole restaurant's going to go under, and everybody's going to lose their job. So this whole thing is very, very unfortunate, of course, business-wise, health-wise. Make sure, folks, I read another study today. Vitamin D, and I posted on my personal Facebook, vitamin D, people with sufficient levels of vitamin D, the death rate was reduced by like 90-something%. COVID patients out of, I think, Indonesia or somewhere, wherever the study was done. Vitamin D, sufficient levels of vitamin D was one of the main factors in keeping people alive and keeping people healthy. Folks, your immune system is a key factor in your health right now. Washing your hands is important. Wearing a mask properly is important. Wearing the right mask at the right times, all that kind of stuff. Doing things is important, but your immune system is a game changer when it comes to you fighting off infections. Eat right, get exercise, get fresh air, drink lots of water. We're still giving away gloves as a community service. We're still giving away ionized water as a community service. Come in and get high alkaline, restructured water. We're giving away that as a community service, no charge. Come in and get gloves. If you want to buy a box of gloves, we have them. You can buy a box. So, a couple comments here. Joe is saying, would love to visit your restaurant. I'm from Albany. Any hiking spots close to you? Well, yeah, there's actually a ton of hiking spots close to us, like an insane amount of hiking spots. There is Sam's Point right here. There's Minnewaska. There's Mohawk. There's DEC property. There's a few other properties. I'm on a live right now. Can I catch up with you in a few? You gotta go see Jamie in the office.
Where is she?
She's in the office next door. So, there is Sam's Point. There is Sam's Point. There's Minnewaska. There is Mohawk Preserve. There's DEC properties. There is the Schwangunk Ridge Trail. So you have the Schwangunk Forest. You have Lundy Forest. If you mountain bike, there's the park here at Lippman Park. I'm not sure if it's fully open yet, Lippman Park, but there's a ton of places to hike. So Joe, you've got lots and lots of options here to hike. If you call us or email us, we'll send you like right to the trailheads. We did a live yesterday morning. You want to go back on our Facebook yesterday morning, watch our live. Jamie and I were hiking on the Schwangunk Ridge Trail. We were on Cox Road, the Cox Road trailhead. 3-mile nice loop, beautiful loop. A little technical, but really awesome. So Joe, give us a call. We'll get you pointed in the right direction. There's a lot to do, a lot of hiking to do. Let's see. So that's about it, folks. That is about it. Hope to see you soon. We have a lot more wine coming in that you can take home to go. We're still keeping our prices very low on wine, so you can sit down. So this is our formula here, folks. All the wine that's here, all this stuff is fantastic deals. $9.99 to go. If you want it in-house, it's a $10 corkage fee, $19.99. We've never let wine go for $19.99 a bottle while you're sitting down here eating at the restaurant. So we have all these great wines. We've been to this winery, 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 been here, wanting to go here in Portugal, been there. So we've been to a lot of these wineries, and been there to Fantanel, been to Poli. They're up in Bassano. They make vermouth. Going there in April. So if you want to join us, in April in Italy, check out our itinerary. It's on our page, VIP Winery Tours. It's on the Aromatime page. You can get the link there and check it out. April, we have a few slots left for that. And that's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later.